It's a self-portrait. If I get one more comment about my face being too small for my head, I'm gonna blow myself up. But hey YouTube, I don't know what I can and can't say, so am I allowed to say that? It's been a while since I did YouTube properly, so I don't know what I can and can't say anymore. Surely a little suicidal joke's not too bad, come on now. Video unmonetized straight away, like fuck. How about this? I'm not gonna censor myself at all in this video. I'm not gonna fucking G-rate myself. I'm gonna say the exact same. I'm gonna say fucking cunt a lot, and then we'll see if I get demonetized, and we'll see how it goes. If it doesn't go very well, then might have to start beeping myself. Is that what people do these days? I don't fucking know. Hey! I'm fucking sick right now. This video is gonna be a cutcom. I'm making a cutcom with a camera. I'm making a video. So as most of you already know, I was in Sydney about a week ago now. I'm sitting here counting with my fucking fingers like a 9-year-old child, and boy is Sydney shit. The best place I've ever visited. Okay, listen, if you live in Sydney, it's a good place to live, I think. I don't fucking know. Granted, I stayed like in Parramatta, which is a little bit out of like the main part of the city, so we didn't. I went to the city like once. I didn't see like the harbour and shit. I just sort of, I don't know. We went to some bar or some shit at night, and then we went home afterwards. But fuck me. Are your cunts fucking taxi drivers the most moronic fucking head asses I've ever been near? There was a few good ones here and there because like I taxi a lot. I didn't use Uber while I was there because like my SIM card won't work for some reason on Uber, and I have to use like an Australian SIM card, which I can't be fucked doing, so I just taxi, whatever. It's more expensive and it's probably going to save me a lot of money if next time I go over there I actually sort it out, but I don't care. There's people outside my window. I should probably shut my curtains. I'm shutting my curtains. Curtains closed, boys. I'm aware taxi drivers are known for being like the worst fucking drivers in the world. Because as far as I know, it's like the faster they go, like the faster the thing ticks up. Fuck, I'm puffed from shutting my windows. The faster these cunts are driving, the faster the money ticket thingy ticks up. So they're just trying to fucking hoon as fast as they can, right? And what I'm about to tell you is a 100% legitimate story. I have a tweet somewhere, I'll try to find it. I'll put it up on screen right now, and I shit you not, this was within like the first maybe 40, not even, like half an hour of being in Sydney for the first time in my entire life. I've been to Melbourne before, and I've been to Gold Coast before, and they were fine, right? Sydney, in terms of taxi drivers, because I taxied all around in Melbourne, it was fine. It was like, they weren't shitty, they weren't whatever. They were abiding the fucking road rules. They were normal human beings. So here I am. I get off my plane. I land in Sydney. I go to the bag checkout or whatever. I'm there. I'm standing there. I get my bag. I walk straight out the front door. And because I'm flying internationally, I have to go through fucking customs and all that type of shit. So like, I'm taking all my shit. I'm going through security. I'm getting out of there. And then there's like this little part you gotta weave through to get like to the taxis or whatever. There was nobody there, but you didn't have to, like, it's just like to manage a line when like the airport's packed or some shit like that, whatever. So I get there and there's the guy who's standing there by the pole, sort of like, yeah, go to number 4, go to number 3, get in the taxi or whatever. And I don't know what, okay. How do I say this without being a racist? I've been told by everybody in Sydney, for some reason, the black taxis are like not as good as the white ones. I promise I'm not being racist. In terms of like, they've always had bad experiences in the black ones. And this guy's sort of like, yeah, come on, number 4, number 3, telling everybody like where to go and shit like that. And he goes, all right, number 4. And I'm like, it's a black, whatever, fuck it, I'll just take the black one, right? Doesn't matter. I just want to get to my hotel, which was like a 40-minute drive away, which is, it's like a $110 cab ride, by the way, which was fucking ridiculous. Should have just trained it. That would have been like $5. But I'm new to Sydney, and I'm like, I'm kind of skeptical. I'm by myself. I'm just like, fuck, I'll just taxi. So I walk up to the taxi, and usually most taxi drivers, right, you like knock on the door and be like, yeah, this is where I want to go, and then they'll like pop the boot and help you put your shit in the bag. This guy wouldn't wind down his window when I said, he just goes, just get in. And I'm like, I have bags with me, dude. And he's just like, duh, and the fucking boot just pops up. Doesn't get out of the car, he's just sort of sitting there like, and I'm like, right, can't, fuck you, whatever. I'm not like a 41-year-old white woman, like whatever, I'll just put my shit in the back. So like, I'm putting my shit in the back of the car, I shut the boot, I get in the back, and he's like, where you going? In the most Terminator-esque voice I've ever heard. He's like, where are you going? I'm like, Parramatta, fucking Marathon home, wherever the fuck I stayed. He's like, yeah, no, I've dropped like 4 people off there today, I know exactly where it is. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. And we're driving, we're going along, I'm sitting there on my phone, I've got headphones in and whatever, listening to music. And like, he wasn't the most talkative driver ever. Like, he said a couple things here and there, and I'd sort of just pull a headphone out and be like, sorry, what? And then like, I think he realized I had headphones in or some shit like that, but I was like, whatever, I'm listening to music, just fucking leave me alone. My layover was like 3.5 hours or some dumb shit like that, and I had to go through customs and all that sort of stuff. So I'd been up for like a good like 9 hours traveling. Although it was only like a 3 or 4 hour flight, it's like, it's shit you gotta do in between. It's just a pain in the ass. And I gotta fly domestically to get to the airport before we even get there anyway. So it's like, anyway, this is where it gets fucking juicy, boys. Put your seatbelts on. I'm wearing a fucking ESL wristband, by the way. I'm doing it unironically as well. And look at this. These are my keys, you see them? I have an ESL keychain. I am a fucking nerd. So anyway, we're going along, we're driving, right? And you know when you're like sort of pulling onto the highway? Like you're coming down the entry ramp and then you gotta kind of like merge in the traffic. If you've ever driven, or I think most people know what I'm talking about. When you merge, we're merging, right? We're coming in. And the taxi driver just straight fucking cuts this guy off. And like, I make eye contact with him in the back seat. Like I look at him and he's just like, and like, it gives me this like bogan Australian look like, what the fuck, cunt. And in my head, I'm kind of like, whatever, he knows it's a taxi. He knows it's not my fault. I'm staying out of it. Fuck off. Leave me alone. I look down at my phone and I hear a car just go, can't believe I just fucking did that. I look up and there's like a green Galant sort of like coming up in front of us and like purposely cutting us off like that. And I'm like, okay, he's just being a cunt trying to get his revenge or some shit like that. And it's not until he stops his car. And at this point, my heart's kind of like, oh fuck, something's wrong here, boys. And then he completely comes to a stop. And I'm like, all right, here we fucking go. I kind of like take my headphones out, put my phone to the side. I'm like, this guy's gonna fucking shoot a car. I literally thought he was gonna fucking shoot a car up or something. This guy gets out of his car. He is the most dodgy looking cunt I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. And I'm not being a YouTuber over exaggerating or anything. This guy's like 30 as fuck, had this big mangled beard and shit like that. He gets out of his car. He walks up to the side of the like the driver's seat. He stands up. He's like, you always cut cunts off like that, cunt. And he goes, and he kicks off the wing mirror of the car. The wing mirror goes, and it just fucking, it slaps off and it's hanging off by a couple wires. And then he goes to put his hands on the front bonnet because he was going to jump on it or some dumb shit like that. And then the driver starts like driving forward and he like sort of stumbles off and he's just like, he runs back to his car and he drives off. And it was at this point I tweeted, my taxi just got attacked. Lol, welcome to Australia. I don't know if you could even say that or not, but car's getting attacked by some bogan Aussie cunt. I tweet about it. That's all I tweeted, and I had lots of people tweeting me like, what the fuck happened? What the fuck's going on? I didn't really like follow up or anything, like telling anyone what happened. I don't know, I probably should have. I like people fucking messaging me like, dude, you're right. I'm just sitting there like, the fuck? Now, the car that the dude was in that jumped out and kicked off the wing mirror, he was following us through the M1. I think it was called the M1. Is it the M1? I'm pretty sure, like the highway. He was following us for about a good 30 minutes, and the driver in my taxi was like an older, maybe like mid 40s, maybe a little bit younger, maybe like early 40s maybe. He had like a pretty thick like Aboriginal accent, and then he started saying this shit to me. He's like, bro, was that me in the wrong there? Is that a bad Aboriginal? I feel like I shouldn't do that. Imagine this in like a thick Aboriginal accent when I'm doing this, right? He's like, dude, was there anything I was doing wrong there? Did I do anything wrong? And then like, of course, he's like, he's the one that is driving me, so I'm like, nah, you're fine, man. That was what he was just being a cunt. In my head, I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. Please let me out of this taxi. And the worst part about all of this is that this guy edging him on. He was like the taxi driver following up behind this guy, and he was like writing down his number plate and shit and like edging him on, pulling the fingers and shit. I'm like, dude, just fucking let him go, please. He's gonna fucking shoot my shit up, mate. And eventually like they all sort of got away and shit like that. And then just to follow it up and just make the situation even worse, once we got into Parramatta, which is the city that we're staying in outside of Sydney, I guess, we pulled up to the city and the guy stopped the thing and he's like, okay, we'll find your hotel, like it's already 110 bucks. I'll stop the counter or whatever. I went the wrong way or some shit, like whatever. I'll just stop it here, we're good. Pay 110 bucks, I'll find your hotel now around the city, right? And I'm like, okay, sweet, thank you. I should probably get a free fucking ride anyway for what just happened back there. Hey, I won't say anything. I'm not even kidding. From the entrance of Parramatta, from the place that we were staying at, it was about, I don't know, maybe half a kilometer, like 500 meters from the entrance of Parramatta to my hotel. It took him about 35 minutes to find it. Imagine this, right? You've got your phone, he's got it up here, it's got the map, it's like a taxi version of it, so it's like an iPad size. Literally, he put in the address, and it's like, drive up here, take 2 lefts, a right, and it's right there. He would drive up, take a right, and be like, bro, where is it? And I'm like, just follow your fucking map, cunt. Of course, at first I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, I just sit in the back of my head, I'm like, he'll figure it out, whatever. And it wasn't until like 20 minutes later that I was actually getting frustrated with him, because I'd be watching him sit there driving. It would literally say on his fucking map to the right, take a left, and he'd just like drive past it and be like, oh. This guy took so many wrong turns for this drive that I felt like he was just gonna drive me back to his house and be like, just stay here for the night, cuz. And at this point, it's like, it's getting dark. I probably left my house in like where I live in New Zealand right now, like where I am currently here. I left this room at about maybe 7 o'clock because I had to be there an hour early to board my domestic flight to Auckland first. I'd woken up about 6 o'clock, left at about 7. At this point in Australia, it's about, I don't know, 7:30, and that's 2 hours behind, so it's like 9 o'clock my time. So I'd been traveling all fucking day, and he's still looking for the place. I got to the point where I'm like, just stop me here, and I fucking walked like maybe 25 minutes to the fucking hotel. I'm like, just get me out of this fucking car. In the least terrorist way ever, I'm going to blow you the fuck up. And that was that. And that was it. And that is how the first maybe hour of me being in Sydney went. I've never been to Sydney in my life, and that's how it went. And I don't like Sydney anymore. And I'm not even going to try to explain the taxi that me and my girlfriend took back to the airport. On the way home in the Monday morning, it was even worse. I'm not even going to fucking talk about it. Taxi driver was a good guy. He got us to where we needed to be in time, but we almost died about 4 times. And yeah, that is it. If you're going to Sydney, don't take a taxi. Take a fucking Uber. It's probably not even any better, to be honest. Just walk. I don't give a fuck how far you need to go. Just walk. And yeah, that is how Sydney went. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to leave a like and comment. I don't know. I'm gonna put an outro thing here, but I think they took away annotations or some shit. I'm not a YouTuber anymore. I don't know how the fuck this shit works. I've taken such a hiatus from YouTube that like I feel like they've just taken away all the fucking features, and I get here and I'm like, what am I doing? Give me a little bit to just settle it. Anyway, I'm out. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like. As I said before, there might be an outro at the end of the video. I'll fucking figure it out. Who knows? I think I gotta do some other dumb shit now. This video probably won't be monetized because I said cunt and fuck and shit about 100 fucking times. But hey, who cares? I'll see you boys tomorrow. FaZe out, dude.